Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Today a new race. So we are on ZZK Zwift League. And today we will have our first race. This tournament will be slightly different than previous ones. The first thing, what you can see, we don't have kilometers anymore, but we have laps. This is a really good suggestion from one of the riders, from and we tested it on last week and it actually works pretty well. So today we will have two laps, one lap approximately 13.8 kilometers, but it should be 100 meters more because we have a lead in ride. All other changes I will try to explain while we are starting the race. And also I will be trying to implement and run another feature for better viewer experience. And today we are starting from A group, and the B group will start 1 minute after A group, and so on and so on. So each group starts with 1 minute interval. So as always, all questions, comments and etc. you can type in comment, doesn't matter from which platform you are watching it. Since we're using multi-platform stream, so it doesn't support comment section implementation in different streams. So if you write a question, I will try to write it down, to talk it down so everyone knows about what I'm talking. So the next big thing, oh sorry, I jumped to different groups already, so you can see there the big group just started. So my approach today, I will be trying to use another method for Zwift viewing, and it's called SOS. Maybe many of you already know what it is. For those who doesn't know, it's a special tool for you viewing races. So I will try to switch on it right now. And I hope you will be able to see it. So I have to cut down a little bit my screen. To be honest, I don't know how it looks on a big screen and how it looks in stream, but the thing is that we can see all the watts for all the riders in real time. You can see more about the profile. For example, I will try to switch to some rider. So basically what I can do, I can see all riders in exact group. I can see their full profile. And only thing what I can't see the total list for riders. And I have to use the Zwift companion app to switch between riders. So for example, the problem here now is that I'm currently watching Artus Sadatin's live when you can't see it on the screen. But what I can do from here, from my point of view, so as you can see here, I can drop on his profile in real time. We can see all the data about him, what's Zwift level, age, weight, everything, live information on inside the race. So I'm still working on this software to understand how it works properly, but I think it will give us a really good information about the riders, and to compare riders and see their exact data and everything else we should know. like what I would like to that I can like switch between riders in this section. Sadly, I can't do that. I can just see their profile, so I have to use Zwift Companion app, and I can't see everything in real time. So what I will do from time to time, I will probably try to switch between riders and between softwares to like figure out how the software works properly. But yeah, everything with the time. So yeah, now I switch to front of the race. Colors Marius. And so I'm really starting to enjoy this. Like now I can put up the data. You can see age and beats per minute and everything. We can see FTP test information. So you kind of can guess if he's a legit rider or no. So another thing, what will be different in this series, that we won't be flagging riders like we did before. Not flagging, but like disqualifying them from the race or doing some stuff like that. What we will do, we will focus more on how the big leagues are doing it. The riders and participants in exact race, they flag the riders themselves and report themselves. I will put in report tab in Zwift.lv where you can easily report rider with just a few clicks and some description, and we will let the Zwift decide what's happening and what's not happening. So this guy looks enormous. He looks super pumped. So he definitely a real deal. So we won't switch to this guy, and we won't watch how he rides. Already 51-second gap. So like I said, a lot of new stuff. I have to really get used to it, to use it properly. But I think this will definitely improve how we'll view the race and the race experience in the future. So I hope it will really work well. So yeah, today we have almost 300 riders on the start line. What's kind of good and fun. And I think mostly it's because we have this change where riders choose the race and riders choose the road or each race. So how you can vote for the race, you just go to the Zwift Baltic Facebook page. There will be post every Wednesday about the race, and you can vote for the race. And the route who picks up the most comments will be the one in the next race. So myself, I'm a little bit lost in translation. So yeah, I have to get used to new system. So that's why I feel a little bit clumsy today in this new system. But anyway, we continue. It's really sad that you can't flag people straight away. But it's third-party application, this sauce. So let's see how it goes. So it's only first lap. And we can see this guy is just not dropping watts, so he's definitely 100% top professional. I think he will definitely participate in World Championships in Zwift. But then we just follow casual riders who are not inhumanly strong. And from time to time we can switch to B group. Now we're switching to B group. And what I like about switching in between groups is I can really jump between them. We can see some riders from previous race who were racing in A group now switch to B group, so probably most suited group for them. So this time we have more divided groups than before. And also we have a lot of riders in each group. So let's see the feedback from riders about this setup and how it works. Like I said, each race is each league for me. I try something new, so I have to adapt for the first time, and I hope I really will be ready to show you the best results and best viewing experience for the next race. And will understand what's happening myself, because now I'm a little bit figuring out what's happening here. And also for everyone who wants to use the same tool as Sauce, because it shows a lot of information. If you can multitask by cycling, feel free to hit me up on Facebook and I will tell you how to get it, or you can just Google it, Sauce for Zwift. And it's really nice and easy to use tool. So if we are checking out what's happening in B group, so Robert Birkants now going in front. Audris Velo also from Lithuania, he was cycling in A group in last league what we had. Also, if you are looking from Lithuania and Estonia and our neighbors, so next one is Edgars Kusits from Latvia. He's still fighting in B group. If we are moving next to the C group, let's see what's happening there. Mars Karolkovic, as always, fighting in the C group, so let's quickly switch to him. So C group is going pretty strong, not so big group actually, considering C group is usually the biggest group from all. So today we have about 50 riders in the C group, but if we're checking live statistic, then we can really see that we have one strong group with 17 riders in front, who will be probably fighting for C group podium. Not so many Latvians in there. Martin starts. Oh, sorry, that's A group. I'm really sorry. So Ansis Thompsons. If you are looking also on a Baltic standing, then Kaspars Birkens, Kristaps Skappers, and Maris Horolkic. Let's see what's happening in E group. E group is for women. So today we have a lot of riders, more than usually we have. Diana Spiridowska also participating today, despite she had an injury, so that's why she didn't have the best result on our last race. But let's see what's happening there. If we're looking on live results, so Dana Rozlop, as always, is fighting in front. Diana Spiridowska is trying to hold her own, and for now, most of the girls are cycling together. Although there is some cyclists who are a little bit in front in Dana Rozlop, but I think she's just going on her training regime, not fighting for podiums. As we can see, 163 beats per minute, just chilling and cruising. And she's actually also already with the group of riders, and the group is the lowest group. It's, I would say mostly it's enthusiast riders. It's really interesting in Zwift Power. Now we can see that although they're women's category only, they're also showing exact category where riders should be. There would be just overall ranking and overall category placement. So we have one rider from A, and that's Dana Rozlop, and most of the other riders are from a B group, and then we have Patrice Levendiņa and Elka Molzuk in a C group, and only one cyclist in D group. And if we compare results, then we can obviously see the 2.5 minutes already from leaders who should cycle in A group. So you can see a big difference. And sadly, for women's category, that's the biggest problem. Like in any other category, you can find riders who suit your cycling style and who are almost on the same strength as you are, and you have really interesting race. For women, it's a little bit different if you're not able to catch some riders from D group. So switching back to A group, we have still Inhuman Polish rider in front. Although while you're not proven guilty, you're not, so I'm not assuming anything. Also, we have a ski boy who was using ski trainer on any previous race, and I assume he's probably using it now. So we know he can sustain a lot of power, and he can hold up his own with other riders. Although when it comes to sprint finish, he's not so strong, and he really fails on a sprint. So he mostly, in a section of race, he's fighting for podiums, although we are not counting this result as a valid, so it doesn't affect overall standing, but he can hold his own. And from people with whom I have spoken before, they're saying this is actually really hard to sustain that much of power with smart ski trainer. And now we can see we are at first climb. This is, if I'm not wrong, after this climb we have another lap, and yeah, I'm correct. In a few meters we have end of the first lap. I remember last year it was one of the championships, I think, where Artur Sisilatins were fighting for first 3 places, and this was the mountain where he gave up, or we could say legs gave up, and he couldn't make any more impact on that. If you're looking on the max powers in previous lap, also this tool allows me to see the max power, average power on previous lap, and actually there is not so many people who stand out. A lot is pretty the same level overall in grid. So if we're not counting our inhuman cyclist who is still holding 600 watts after 50 more minutes. So yep, I think the big fight will just start now. We can already see that the first front group is already divided and separated. So on the start line we had approximately 30 riders, so now we have a handful of riders, like 15 of them in front. And also I can see some riders have just disconnected from a race. But we have still Latvian riders fighting. So also anyone who is watching live, you can flag any rider using Zwift Companion app. You can just click on his nickname and there's a flag. And if he receives more flags, he may be removed from a race while he's cycling. But I've seen it only a few times. And also this kind of cheating really made me thinking. Like I was thinking about giving extra points for Climb King and Sprint King. But if you have a situation like this, then basically those points go to waste and nobody can get them because we have someone who is cheating and using system and taking away these shirts from other cyclists and basically can get those points. And maybe for someone he's like really counting on getting those points or getting the shirt, and in the end he can get the points if, for example, we are going on overall ranking. So that's kind of sad if things like this happen. But like I said on the last live stream, Zwift is trying to do some implementation and affiliate programs for race makers or making races in different regions for them to admin a little bit more in the races to, for example, kick someone or suspend from participating in future events if, for example, we are making them. But it's still work in progress and it's hard to tell when actual implementation will be in place. So while they're cruising in a first lap, on a second lap, and next hill is just in a few kilometers, we can try to jump back and see what's happening on a grid. So you can see a B group, 15 kilometers done. Also already in the first lap, we can see some riders in A group sitting here. In Baltic also in the first position of B group, and I know that he could feel really good sitting in a B group because A group is a little bit too hard, but B group is perfect. He's now sitting on the edge. I really feel that he could climb to the A group on next year, but it's just maybe me. But also we can see B group, approximately 20 riders in B group. And then we can see already first cyclists from C group, and also what's different if we don't have category enforcement. I remember last year Zwift Power worked really well and could suspend most of the riders who were using different strength group. The biggest difference was I couldn't take the results right away on the next day. I had to wait 2 days to actually get valid results, while Zwift Power filters out everything. As you can see, C group is also kind of chilling. Few riders from B and C going on finish for first lap. Here we can see first rider from E group, Sarah Marche, correct. She has really big overhead against closest follower 24 seconds, and then 1 minute till Dana Rožlapa. And Diana Spiridowska already going 15 seconds behind Dana Rožlapa, so we can see like most of the times in E group they're just spreading out those extremes. So really unusual place for him. Definitely a group rider, probably training for something, but he's not pushing his limits to the maximum. We're back on A group. .3 kilometers. It's really interesting that we will have finish on climb, after climb. Really interesting to see. And we can see more and more riders from from A group fallen back and getting swollen by B group. They're just picking up riders, and I assume if they continue like this they could probably catch someone from a D group, and it will be a big problem for me if we're going on a finish sprint to actually try and see who is winning. But it hasn't been an issue for me anyway. I have lost and not seen so many finish sprints, but I'm not like really sad about it. Not end of the world. The main thing is that we have a race and we can enjoy it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that we have full results of Specialized Zwift League already published in Zwift.lv, so you can check them out. I think this would be a really good time to just do a small congratulation for riders. We'll have bigger publication, of course, in social media. But I really want to congratulate the first 3 riders from A group. So in third position with 5,859 points we have Juris Berzinch. In second position, rider from Lithuania, 5,874 points, Narimantas Satkus from CC Racing. Congratulations on a second place. And first position really strongly with 5,000 905 points. Also the person who helped a lot in this season with results and Excel files and everything as much as he could. Martin Jürgenssons from LV to Max team. Congratulations with really good sustained high points in every race, finishing in top 5, top 10 positions. If you're moving a little bit closer to B group, not closer but far from A group, so in B, really basically uncontested winner Janis Michelis in first position from Intervals.lv with 5,958 points. Second position Maris Koralkiewicz with 5,934 points. And third position Alexei Korolkom from Cry Team Cryogen, 5,932. So those three guys were really pumping up the numbers and holding their own on top leaderboards, and they're basically untouchable. Only one person who could kind of grasp them were Kristaps Kappars, but sadly he didn't have such a great last race. And for women's, this really shows that with hard work you can make anything happen. And I have to check how far we are in the race. Okay, we are following closing up to the finish line so fast. I will try to announce E group. So Diana Spiridowska with participating on every race made to the first position. Diana Spiridowska from ZZK Cycling team. Ieva Uzane from Latvian Cycling Girls in second position, and Patricia Vendina in third position. No big surprises there. Oh, what happened here? Almost switched away. So yeah, for E group there was only basically 3 cyclists who were fighting for top of the leaderboard. So as you can see, first position I don't think we can take in consideration since he cycled a whole race with 600 watts, so it's obvious we don't watch on world champions. But we are really seeing closing on finish. Already incline is starting 7% and going up, and it will go up to the 10%, and we can see finish line on end of this hill. So for now, first position we have Argument Advokat Firma. Really interesting name. So rider from Denmark, and then we can see some other riders already closing up to him, and they won't give him back. Sorry, don't let him to win the race without actually fighting. We can see someone already putting up some watts and trying to pass him. If I'm not wrong, then we should have finish line here, and it's not here. Sorry, I'm really trying to use this sauce program. It's not the finish line here, but this was just the climb section. So yeah, we should have finish on 26 kilometers. Yep, 26.6 kilometers. So my bad. But anyway, he did kind of good pull up from a team from Peloton. And from this downhill they're just pulling away, and they could actually do some stuff. It looks like Peloton is not catching up so fast, although they managed to do it, because we can see those two guys just did fight for runaway, but they had really good gap. With these finishes, I'm in such a big stress always for finishes because this season has been such a mess with the finish lines and for each rider in different positions, and also finish lines not being in the same place, that I'm like really afraid that I miss it. And especially in lap races like these ones, that I can see other riders from different groups and I don't want to switch to them while I'm going on a finish line. And adapting all these new tools at the same time, it kind of puts a big pressure, so I'm really messing up a lot of things today, and also interrupting my talking and muting my microphone and trying to understand what's happening here. So please sorry for this one, but I will try to fix my mistakes for the next race, and it should be much better than this time. And like today, I just really want to check if the finish line will actually be in that position where it's supposed to be, and if it works so another time, so it's 2 from 2, the next time everything should be okay, and I should start to trust again to Zwift information panel about finish lines. Like I said, for me it's a little bit different, so riders can see the finish line, and about after how much meters it should be, I can't see that kind of information because I'm using a spectrum mode. So it's a little bit harder for me. I have just minimap to guide on, and now I have my SAS tool for Zwift, where I could approximately see where should be a finish line. But we can see we have one rider who already hit back and made a big distance between peloton. It's 5 seconds. What you can see, guys are really pulling up with a high number, 6 watts per kilogram, and they're trying to catch this rider. But we should actually check the profile. We have option like this. So Zwift power profile shows that he's 25 years old, 70 to 80 kilograms, 46th level in Zwift, and average FTP 380 watts. Looking on numbers, I think he's going basically all in and trying to make everything happen and everything work with this attack. Let's see will he succeed, but it looks like it will be really harsh, because we know in Zwift, if you are going on a climb, you still have draft. The group is definitely going much faster on a climb than solo rider. And yes, I will switch to B group, and I will try to catch B group on a finish. For now, I'm focusing on A group. Sorry for that. If you have some specific rider you want to see, you just let me know, and I can switch to him with no problem. So yeah, 26.4 kilometers is not the finish. But I really hope the finish line in front should be the finish. And we can see, really hope I won't catch another L with the finish line. But yeah, we are now closing on to the finish. And we can see Advocat Firma is now moving in front, but just 3 seconds behind him. We have Addis from Greece, and really pumping up high numbers, and I think he will pass him on a finish line, but we can't be sure. So they're going 2 second gap. 2 second gap, and no, he's not catching him. Then we have Elliot from England, and it looks like Jürgensen's probably third or fourth position. We'll have to wait for it. And now I'm switching to the B group. Like I said, it's really messy to understand who won. Definitely wasn't anyone from Lithuania or Latvia. Now I switch to B group and we can see B group is really closing up to the finish. Also, good that we have separate start times for groups. We can see each group finish. So mostly A and B group, because probably C group won't be as fast as B group following on, but by that time we can see in Zwift Power the finish for A and B group. So this was highly intensive race, and actually this road, I think it's especially interesting because you have these climbs up and down. You have to keep up your you have to keep in mind all the time how you cycle and how you save energy. So 12-second gap. These riders in front for a B group. It doesn't look like him from my experience. I don't think anyone from B group, although they will work together, will be able to catch this guy. Look at Velosoppe. So looks like he's using Zwift Power. Let's check what's happening. Really interesting profile. So 32 years. Looks like a cyclist. By the picture, I can't see any other information about his professional career before, but he's definitely a cyclist. FTP test already done, 310 watts. So maybe, you know, had a really strong top B tier rider who should move to A tier soon, or just was really lucky because the gap is extraordinary for a B group, and if he managed to get away from a B group like this, congratulations on him and good work. But I think he will be uncontested till finish line. You can see there is a really big fight for second position, so we know second position won't be contested. So yeah, Medre, Bulov in second and third, and first position we already could see. And now I will try to switch to C group. C group also closing to the finish, a little bit less than 2 kilometers. Johannes Michelis. They have collected some riders from B group who are still sitting with them. And while they're going to finish line, we have a result for A group. So first position, we are not counting in. Although I think the magnitude power has filtered out. Maybe they are. So by the way, we continue, and we have first position V Team Argument in the first position. Then second position, David Elliott from Great Britain, and from Greece, Pipi Chris from Talos team. If you're looking on Baltic standings, then really nice to see the 4th, 5th and 6th position from Latvia, Martin Jürgensons. 4th position, 5th position, Martin Sars from LV to Max team, both riders, and on 6th position, Juris Berzinch. And then just closest follower from Baltic states, Artusis Latins in 13th position. And really funny that shows for some riders who are riding in A group, they should ride in B group. But that's just formality if you're looking on results this season, so the calculation, how it works. But like I said, all the results will be published in Zwift.lv. in just a few days, and we can already see that the C group is closing up to the finish, and we have already Virgo going on finish, trying to run away from a group. And we will definitely see some really big shots from, I think, Skappars and Korolkovic also could show something else, but they should start battle right at the moment, or maybe not, because maybe this road took a lot of energy from them. And C group will also finish soloing on finish arch, and it looks like it. No contestants there, and then we can see Paragon. So yeah, no big fights there, just 1, 2, 3, and that's all. No big finish spurts here. So yeah, big mess for me today. I'm really sorry for it. Not so prepared as I usually am. Like I said, we'll try to fix it on the next race with all new information that I have, new tools and everything, with the stream setup. Because trust me or not, but these things, they take a lot of space on your screen, and manage everything is really hard. Also, if you have streaming software open, so it's kind of work to sort everything out. But let's go through everything else again. So for A group, first 3 positions, Team Argument in first position, second position David Elliott, and third position TP Chris. So that's first 3 riders from A group. In a B group, Jeffrey Lucat from Velosphere, the guy who managed to make a really big gap between peloton, and already I can see he's being flagged by Zwift Power that he should ride in higher strength group, but we'll see when the results are finished. Filtred. In the second position, Nikolai Burlov from Denmark, and on third position Andy M from Germany. Closest competitor from Latvia, or just Baltics, Dino Rosso in 5th position. So C group, Brandon Paragon from America in the first position, Jason Dyke from Norwegian Para Cycling, that's really interesting. In the second position, and in the third position, I'm the Geordie. And closest competitor from Baltic states, Marius Karolkovic in 4th position. So in D group is still going to the finish, so we don't have actual results from D group, and we can consider them mostly like casual riders who just want to know what's Zwift, or just do it for fun. Let's see what's happening with ladies. I assume ladies have already finished the top 4 ladies. Oh, they're not. Kind of the pump. Cruising to closely to finish, 24.6 kilometers. And I will try to catch and see where our competitors. Grossrider. So, and she's just 10 seconds behind top rider. Oh, she looks pro rider, Shara Marsha. So she's going to the finish line right at the moment, 10 seconds behind her closest follower in second position, Monica, and on third position, Dana Rozlapa, who falls back 2 minutes from first position. And did he really? She really passed her. Whoa, what's happening? just now we had 10-second gap and now it's gone, and she's in the first position going on a finish line, and Sarah is left on the second position. I was mistaken. Actually, things happen in E group. Right at the finish line. 2-second gap. So she was in the lead whole race, and in the end, on the last 500 meters, she lost her first position. So Monica is in first position. Sarah is on second position, and it looks like she can't fight it for her anymore. She's already going on 76 beats per minute, so you could say she's just cooling off and not fighting for finish. And in third position, Dana Rozlapa, although she could be contested by Camilla Hansson, so we could actually see what's happening there. Will she on? She already has given her place, so Camilla Hansson. Okay, this is interesting. I don't want to watch this till the end. I want to see will anything else will happen here, because we have only 8-second gap between Ramona Moldovan, and she could actually try to catch, although 26.2 kilometers maybe not, but we'll see. So third place is not still decided, and we can see that Rozlapa is not giving it back so easy, so maybe something's happening here. Dana, if you hear me, I wanna see a fight for third place. But it looks like not. 7-second gap. Really messy stream today. Yeah, I know. I was working out a lot of stuff today, and have some other stuff happening in life, so wasn't concentrating fully on this one, and also with new tools and everything, so wasn't fully ready to drop in this in full speed. But like I said, on the next week's stream I will definitely try to prepare myself much better, work a little bit more on viewing riders and switching between riders and seeing where they are on actual track. So the biggest problem for me now is that I can't exactly know where the finish line, and I tend to mess up this a little bit, but I will work out everything 100%. Okay, so Martin Jukansson, Savas, awesome road, super good teamwork, go over to Max Esport with Blockchain's Commander. So it looks like we had some team effort involved today for a race, and I think this is really suited to the road for teamwork. 2 laps, not so easy. Race is not flat ride, so most of the riders have to fight or think to their head how they cycle this one, and team compositions and teamwork will be a key in these kind of races. And a reminder to everybody, like I said, feel free to go into Zwift Baltic Facebook page and you can vote for your next race, next week's road. Just type it in comments, and the road with the most comments will be collected for next race. And Hansson is third position for E group. Okay, this was an interesting experience for me. So see you next week. I hope with better results than this week. Although I'm really happy to see more than 300 riders on a race. Also, really big thanks to people who suggested that we should change something with the roads and the rotation of them to make them interesting, and we can see that definitely working out. So thanks to that, and yeah, see you next week. Have a good day. Bye.